sealed matches, progression matches, and memes. This show has it all. Welcome to the Seal of Prog-richalcos.
Hello and welcome to episode 11 of the Seal of Prog-richalcos. In case you can't tell, it's still got a little bit of the bunged up nose, but the show must go on, as they say. Last episode we absolutely trounced Tobias, despite the fact that he was playing a plethora of new and really fun decks. We actually extended our lead from the 18 points it had been pretty much every episode since the first couple to 21 points ahead, with us now on 77 and Tobias lounging around on 56. For the ban list, there are a few changes reflecting what happened in last episode. Premature Burial is going mutually to 1, likewise Card of Safe Return and Painful Choice have all also hit the limited list. As for myself, I am banning Sakuretsurama from Tobias's collection. I don't have that card, and it's kind of annoying when every attack could end in that. And likewise, Tobias is banning the Heavy Storm from my collection. With that said, let's move straight into today's Product 8 tournament packs. Now, the tournament packs are a strange one as far as Yu-Gi-Oh! Is concerned, where these early game sets maybe have like 2 or 3 good cards in each of them, but essentially are just a random collection of vanilla or kind of common cards that we already have access to, plus 1 or 2 interesting cards. For example, Tournament Pack 1 has Mechanical Chaser, which at the time was the highest attack vanilla monster, but other than that, has basically nothing that we didn't have access to already, apart from some really terrible OCG imports. I suppose Quagga Hercules ended up rocketing in price when it was discovered to be a ready fusion line in B Trooper back in like 2022. But as far as general actual playable cards go,
it is a barren wasteland.
Rather than just going from pack to collection, pack to collection, pack to collection, I'm just going to go through all the packs now and then look at everything that we pulled from each of them. Right, into Tournament Pack 2 then. Tournament Pack 2 has Morphing Jar as its main ultra rare card. I think that's a card that both of us haven't had access to in the past, so that actually does open up a few things. Mostly terrible things because the card is just scum. It has some ritual monsters and some ritual spells that are all terrible. And again, like a couple of random instant fusion targets like Warrior of Tradition. So yeah, not too much in pack number 2 either. Tournament Pack 3 has another cover card that's a bit like Morphing Jar number 1 in principle, where it's all about milling the opponent's deck in Needleworm. Mechanical Chaser gets reprinted, which is fine. And all the other cards are kind of trash apart from like the Prodigy, which could be useful in the sealed environment. And Carbonala Warrior and Darkfire Dragon, which are fun instant fusion targets, but we have plenty of them already. Actually, we don't have any, I don't think we've ever pulled any Dark Elves, or we might have only got 1. So that could be kind of cool to potentially buff out our collection of those. Tournament Pack 4 has an absolutely insane ultra in Royal Decree. Both Tobias and I completely missed this card in Retro Pack 2, so to get access to this potentially would be really cool. Again, Morphing Jar gets reprinted at a lower rarity, even Megamorph is pretty decent. The rest of these cards aren't too much to worry about. I think we could do with getting a couple more Senjus just for general ritual decks. Gravity Bind is terrifying. Tournament Pack 5 has Luminous Soldier as its ultra. I don't even know what this card does. If it battles a dark monster, it gets increased by 500 points for a 1 tribute with 2100 base stack. That is garbage. We do see Needleworm here, Luster Dragon even. That card could be pretty good for our Dragon list. Book of Life. I think we already have 2 of this, but I wouldn't mind picking up a 3rd just in case I want to play zombies ever again. Bazoo, we've got a place of, and Kaiku. That is a good card to potentially pick up some more copies of because this card has some nice utility. In the commons, we've got Jalgan, which is funny for some random locks going forward. And then the other cards aren't too much to worry about. Tournament Pack 6 has Toon Cannon Soldier and Toon Table of Contents. Now, I don't really care much for the Toon monsters, but they're some of Tobias's favourites. So I imagine if he pulls some of these, whilst I don't think he's going to be able to play a Toon deck yet, they will help him in future. Royal Decree, again, another shot of that would be really great. Airlight Parsath, I think Tobias has 2 of, so this could give him his 3rd copy. Not that you'd even run 3, because that would be a little too bricky, but we don't have a single one of this, so it would be nice to pick up a copy ourselves. Yamata Dragon is funny, same with Spear Dragon, and Stuza Soldier is kind of a cool spirit monster. Commons, we get just some more actually decent fusion monsters, although I'm pretty sure we have a copy of each of these anyway. Last Turn, kind of funny. Now, Tournament Pack 7 actually has some insane cards. You've got DD Warrior, which is, I believe, a video game promo before this. Essentially, he's DD Warrior Lady, but mandatory, so maybe not great at the moment, but like used to be a really fun card. Break of the Magical Warrior, neither of us have this card at all. and it's just a really strong dark monster being able to remove back row and just be a decent like offensive threat. Scapegoat as well, this was previously only available in structure deck Joey, so just to be able to potentially get access to this would be really good. We won't be moving out of GOAT era in Yu-Gi-Oh, but a lot of GOAT strategies are still going to be viable going forward. Last Will, Soul Exchange are also two insanely good spell cards that were previously not available to us. Skilled White Magician and Skilled Dark Magician, they're kind of okay. Tournament Pack 8 is also very strong. We've got Magical Arm Shield as the Ultra Rare, which honestly isn't very good at all. But looking at the super rares, Harpy's Feather Duster is where the money's at. And then in the rares, you get Zaborg, Grand Marg, Mobius, and Thestalos. We have 2 of Grand Marg and 1 of Mobius and Thestalos, but a chance to pick up more copies of any of these is always worth taking. Obviously, if we collect the Harpy's Feather Duster, that would be insane. The commons aren't too good. Berserk Gorilla, we missed this card back in its original set, so I wouldn't mind a couple of these cards just so I could potentially play a fun beast down deck. Anyway, let's flick on over to the collection and see how well we did. So Tournament Pack 1, we pulled about as well as you can expect. We did get the 1 Mechanical Chaser and then a bunch of normal monsters that do nothing, like Bean Soldier. Tournament Pack 2, yeah, this is just absolute trash.
Damn right it is.
A whole bunch of vanillas that never did anything, and what does Soul of the Pure even do? Increase your life points by 800. Okay, it's a worse Dian Ket of the Cure Master. TP3, we did get the Dark Elf. We got a couple of these fusions that we already had plenty of copies of. And Spirit of the Harp could be okay for the sealed deck with just 2000 defense. Gravity Bind, I'm not too happy to have actually picked up 3 copies of, because that means Tobias could have done so. And if he's back on that ALO deck with the level limit, that is really scary if he's got these as well. We did get the Royal Decree, one of it, which is really cool. No Man of Extermination is also actually pretty good. We had one of this card before, and we were electing not to play it in any of our decks, even though it kind of is really good spell trap removal. But actually having the access to the playset now might make it a bit more reliable. Magic Drain as well is kind of funny, and we did get a couple of Senjus. So that's not a bad haul at all from Tournament Pack 4. Tournament Pack 5, we just really got Bazoo, and yeah, I guess Pyramid Turtle is okay. I think we had a playset already. The rest don't really matter. TP6, we did get Dark Water, Rio Senshi, a couple of Thunder Nyan Nyans, Nekogao #1, and the Yamata Dragon. The other cards don't really matter too much. Tournament Pack 7, we did pick up 1 Scapegoat, 1 Last Will, and a couple of Soul Exchange. Now, given I have a plethora of Monarchs already at my disposal, this has got me thinking I could brew up something fierce. Wall of Illusion ×2 is also pretty nice for sealed. Tournament Pack 8, we got Berserk Gorilla.
Shoes off, let your head out.
And a couple of Ultimate Offering. I actually completely missed this card in the overview. This card is nuts. Alright, let's flick on over to Dueling Book, have a look at our deck profile, and then we'll get into some games. Alright, looking at our deck profile, we basically put in every single effect monster that does anything, and as few normal monsters as possible. So we have what looks to be a functioning deck, but it's generally actually pretty janky. We've got a couple of Amazoness Swordswomen. This card is just a 1500 attacker that potentially could burn to Tobias. Bazoo, pretty good mid to late game, just banishing cards. Hopefully I can make the 22 thing happen again, just because I can reuse that meme. Berserk Gorilla, he's 2000 attack. We've got 1 copy of Dark Elf, another 2000 attacker, very strong. 2 Mystic Tomato, this only floats into itself, and then the Wall of Illusion. But I figure having flexibility to potentially go into some of our tributes could be good. We've got 2 Pyramid Turtle, likewise it can float on into itself, and that's about it. We've got 2 Senju, this is so we can search the Garma Sword for our 2-card ritual combo. We have Skilled Dark Magician, 2 Thunder Nyan Nyan, also a 1900 attacker, slightly harder to keep on the field. 2 Wall of Illusion, this card is very strong, 1850 defense. 2 Winged Sage Focus, and then we've got Yamata Dragon as our final effect monster. Does require 2 tributes, which obviously is quite hard to muster when we're playing such a limited format, but if it inflicts battle damage, we get to draw until we have 5 cards in hand, and that seems busted to me. Then for our vanillas, we've got Mechanical Chaser, 1850 attack. We have the 1 tribute Millennium Golem, and then we've got 1 Spirit of the Harp, which is a 2k defender. Final monster, we've got Garma Sword, along with Garma Sword Oath, and then for the spells, we've got Emergency Provisions. Last one is crazy, 2 Nobleman of Extermination, 1 Rush Recklessly, 1 Scapegoat, and double Soul Exchange. For the traps, we're playing triple Gravity Bind just to be able to slow down the game, and the strategy is that if we're into a position where we can win the game, we can Emergency Provisions these Gravity Binds away, so we're able to actually attack and put that pressure in. Then we've got the 1 Magic Drain, 1 Royal Decree, and double Ultimate Offering. Royal Decree also doing double duty because it also negates our Gravity Bind. Alright, let's hop on into the duel. Alright, heading into the game, taking a look at our hand, we've got the Dark Elf, Wall of Illusion, Misty Tomato. Feeling pretty confident with both positive, proactive attackers and some decent defenders. Tabas is going to go down for the Skilled Dark Magician, setting down 2 back row and passing it over to us. We're going to draw into the Magic Drain, just going to set that down, summon the Dark Elf, and hopefully be able to clear, provided Tabas isn't on the Gravity Bind. Yep, okay, Dark Magician meets his match, and it's down to Tobias. Tobias sets a card, passes over to us. We're going to draw the last will. I like to see it, but we don't quite have a way to proactively trigger it just yet. We're going to go for the Dark Elf Combat, hit on in, see what Tobias is cooking downstairs. Oh,
It's arm shield.
oh, we're going to get arm shielded. This is a card that's like the Dark Spirit of the Silent, where I know what it does in principle, but not what it does in practice. So we lose Mystic Tomato here, somehow. Well then, with Mystic Tomato, I'm just going to fetch my other Mystic Tomato. And then Mystic Tomato attack on in. Ooh, it's the Pyramid Turtle! Soul Exchange comes down, and we've got the Magic Drain, thankfully. Ooh, the Tobias is going to go for the last will discard. Oh man, he would have gotten nasty if it didn't have the Magic Drain. Down comes the Dragon Seeker.
I see.
Dragons?
When he's normal summoned or flip summoned, he destroys a dragon on the field. I have never seen this card before. Wow, this guy's kind of funky looking. We draw the Thunder Nyan Nyan, which is not good here at all. We're just going to set down the Wall of Illusion. Hopefully Tobias will attack into it with the Dragon Seeker, and we can at least put him a bit back on tempo. Yep, he's going to do that. Dragon Seeker is going to bounce back to hand. We are going to lose the Wall of Illusion. Then he's going to set a monster. Interesting. Interesting. I thought you'd just fire that guy back down again. Right, we are not going to be able to do much other than just attack in with the Mystic Tomato and see what Tobias' other defensive threat is. It's a blocker! Huh, is this like what Rigorous Reaver was based on? That's like a card that kind of looks very similar to this, but actually has an effect. This guy is just like... he's like a gimmick Puppet Monster's first draft. Oh, we're just moving the Tomato. Apparently we didn't like him in that zone. We wanted him all the way over here.
You're a tomato! A tomato doesn't have logic! A tomato can't move!
Right, down goes the blocker. In comes the Dragon Seeker. We're going to lose our Tomato here. Take 600 and summon out the Wall of Illusion. At least with this we can force the Dragon Seeker back to the hand. We're going to turn our Illusion sideways, set down the War Decree and pass the turn. Tobias is going to go for the Hayabusa Knight. Uh-oh. I am going to be taking a load of damage here. 2,000 from the Hayabusa and 1,400 from the Pyramid Turtle.
More like 1,200.
Things are looking dire. We do have the Nyan Nyan though, which at least can be used to get rid of the Hayabusa Knight, forcing Tobias to get rid of his Pyramid Turtle if he wants to out us. Pot of Greed is a pretty nice straw. I kind of forgot that I missed that card from all the tournament packs. I was going to set down another card. Summon the Karate Man. Okay, now you're just clowning on me. Why didn't you just go for the Tribute? Fine. I'm going to take 100 damage here, take 12, and basically be out of the game. We're going to summon down the Swordswoman. Gravity Bind gets flipped over. And I don't know why you did that, Tobias, because now you can't win.
I am a dumbass.
We're going to summon the Berserk Gorilla, activate Royal Decree, negating Tobias' Gravity Bind. Now we can actually chunk one in over his Pyramid Turtle. Why have you been holding this guy for so long? Oh, just for another Pyramid Turtle. Right, we're going to go Amazoness Swordswoman into that one. And thankfully Tobias is out of zombies. Pass the turn. Down comes Karate Man. You are not beating me. Summon the Dragon Seeker, Tobias. What are you doing? Just summon Dragon Seeker. Win. Oh my god. Okay, we're going to go for this Skilled Dark Magician. 1900. We're just going to beat on over this rat. Dealing 100. See what Tobias floats on into. The second giant rat. Cool. It's dead now. And with that, he grabs the Hayabusa Knight. Okay, I get it. You're playing Earth synergistic cards. Cool. Now summon the Dragon Seeker. There you go, buddy.
The Monarch.
Sorry I kept you waiting.
Right, he's going to kill the Skilled Dark Magician. I'm going to take 100 damage here. Although we are going to go for the... Oh, we're going to go for this cheeky emergency provisions. Get rid of our Royal Decree, gain 1,000, and then make it so that Gravity Bind is negated. Oh! We get Curse of Roiled. I don't think it works that way, because Curse of Roil stops the thing that would destroy a spell trap. But Emergency Provisions just sends the spell traps to the graveyard. Yeah, I think that's a pretty bad misplay here. We should have lost the Royal Decree here, meaning that Gravity Bind would stop Tabas from attacking. Alright, we're going to draw the Winged Sage Focus. At this point, we're just going to go Nyan Nyan, kill itself. Then we're going to go Last Will, the Synergy, summon the Spirit of the Harp in defense mode. You can't beat 2000 defense, Tobias.
What a combo.
I hadn't even considered that as a play with the Nyan Nyan. Mega Brain time. Right, Tobias is going to set down a monster, can't attack, our turn. We draw the Ultimate Offering, which is fine. Pass. Tobias, go. Pot of Greed. 2 of them, you've got 2 Pot of Greed. Goblin's Secret Remedy comes off fourth, and Tobias is going to gain 600. That's even worse than Soul of the Pure.
Sick burn.
Winged Sage Focus. Tobias is going to take 200 here. And put our Amazoness Swordswoman on the top of the deck. Why don't you just kill it with the Dragon Seeker? I'm so confused why you've been dancing around that Swordswoman for so long. Right, we're going to go for the Winged Sage Focus Mutually Assured Destruction here, and it's Tobias' turn. Sets down a back post, sets down a monster, overthrow us. Mechanical Chaser's not bad, but we are just going to go for the Swordswoman. I don't know why we didn't attack one of the set monsters, because if it was a bigger monster, Tobias would have taken the damage. Oh, Tornado Bird is going to come over. It's going to return R2 backward to the hand. We don't have anything to say about that. Why don't you attack the Amazoness Swordswoman with a Dragon Seeker? Are you that worried about 500 life points? Am I just not seeing something? Gravity Bind is negated. Like, you can attack. What is going on? Right, we're going to tribute it for the Millennium Golem. If you're not going to attack Tobias, I'm going to build up my wall. Build that wall! We're going to set 2 back row and pass it over. Tobias is going to go for a set tribute. Oh, look, it's probably the same thing that you just tributed. The Millennium Golem. GG, Tobias. Why didn't you attack my Amazoness Swordswoman beforehand? Right. Oh! That is the craziest draw ever. We're going to go Bazoo. Hit him. No! Why did we go for 25? We should have gone 22. Alright. Okay, Bazoo at 25. Make sure this Dragon Seeker is no longer alive.
I'm a poet and didn't even know I was rhyming those words.
Seeker goes down, so does Tobias' life points by 500. Wow, that's what would have happened if you had attacked the Swordswoman. Crazy how that goes. Alright, Tobias is going to set down one more monster, pass the turn. Our Bazoo gets weaker. We're going to draw the Scapegoat. Kind of a bit late in the game for this, but definitely could be useful coming up. We're going to banish 1. We're going to banish 2. And we feel like we're 22. Bazoo! Punch on over Tobias' Spirit of the Heart. Get it out of here. Pass the turn. Down comes the giant red sea snake. If I see you on Umiwuka and now you've got another 1800 vanilla again, Tobias, in the progression matches, I am going to lose my mind.
In the movies, they call this foreshadowing.
Right, Tobias is going to pass. Our turn, we're going to draw the Senju. Bazoo's going to get weaker. How much have we got left in the graveyard now? We've still got plenty of fodder for this lovely gorilla. We're going to banish 1. We're going to banish 2. We're going to feel like we're 22. And punch on over the sea snake, dealing 400 damage to Tobias. We're going to set down the Scapegoat and pass the turn. Tobias' go. At this point, we might just deck him out. That's a very real possibility. Our turn. Bazoo's going to get weaker. Oh, the Yamata Dragon! It's so tempting, but I don't think we've got enough going on at the moment. We're going to banish 1. We're going to banish 2. We're going to banish 3. Yeah, we're going to feel like we're 25. Bazoo, punching over the set monster that was tributed, because we know that's a Millennium Golem. We just want to get rid of it now. Okay, Millennium Golem goes down. Pass the turn. We're going to turn our Golem vertical, summon down the Mechanical Chaser, and with this we should be able to start clearing out Tobias' monsters and actually applying some damage to him. We're going to turn the Bazoo defensive. Okay, I don't know why we did that. We're going to go Mechanical Chaser, clear the blocker, and then the Millennium Golem, clear the Jowgen. Okay. Right, Tobias sets down a monster, passes the turn. We're going to draw Pyramid, and we're going to go for it. Tribute to Yamata Dragon. He comes forth.
Yamata Dragon!
Bazoo, go vertical. Banish 1, banish 2. feel like you're 22. And attack your face down monster. The wall of illusion, I don't care, my bazoo returns to hand. But now, Tobias, you will lose to that which only idiots lose to. Yamato Dragon, Millennium Golem, chunk this boy down to nothing.
The time is finally here. This duel has come to an end. My dragon will wipe out your Karibo and your life points. Yamato Dragon, attack!
Boom, baby! Can't even trigger Yamato Dragon's effect because I actually have 5 cards in hand. Worst value spirit monster ever. Right, heading into duel number 2. We've got the Yamato, we got the swordswoman, we got the bazoo, we got the trap combination to stop attacks and then negate our attack stopper. Strong woman is going to attack into the blocker, get blocked. I'm going to take a pitiful 300 damage here. Sorry, Tobias is going to take 300 damage here. I always forget how this card works. And we're going to set down our 2 traps and pass it on over. Tobias' turn. Pot of Greed and the skilled white magician. What? Tobias is going to take 200, beating a woman with a white man. Seems kind of misogynistic there, Tobias.
A murderous, misogynist man.
We're going to go for the gravity bind though. Prevent you from doing that. The patriarchy will not win today, folks. Right, we're going to draw into Dark Elf. Summon her down. We're representing all women here. We got the dark... Yeah, I'm gonna stop before I get too political. Right, alright, pass the turn. Tobias has to go. Right, he's gonna set down one back row. Summon the karate man. Oh my god, this is the struggle, isn't it? Karate man is gonna pay to double his attack. And with that, the man absolutely smashes the poor defenses of Dark Elf to the ground. Right, our turn. We're gonna draw the Winged Sage Falcus. We're going to summon out the Mechanical Chaser just to put a bit of offensive pressure on the board and pass the turn. We're also going to go for the Rat pass. Our turn. We'll summon the Fulcus pass. Finally, we're going to go for the Royal Decree now. Be able to tribute both our monsters for the Yamato Dragon.
To bring back an old friend.
It's his Yamato Dragon!
We want to get the draws, baby. Yamato Dragon. Clear out the White Magician.
Dragon, attack him now! With 8-headed flame attack!
Dealing a whopping 900 damage. And we can draw 1, 2, 3 cards! Oh, the value! Mechanical Chaser is going to clear out the blocker. And in the end phase, Yamato Dragon, return to the hand.
Now, Spirit Monster, come back!
Your go. Alright, Tobias is going completely defensive here, which we love to see. We're going to set down the Wall of Illusion. Mechanical Chaser is just going to punch on in. Clean up the Pyramid Turtle. Karate Man is looking to absolutely outsmart us. Donks on over the Mechanical Chaser. We're going to draw Magic Drain. After we go for the Soul Exchange. Tributing Tobias' Rats so he gets no value. For our lovely Millennium Golem. Pass the turn. Giant Rat comes down, tries to clear the wall, that gets bounced back to hand. Our turn. I summon Bazoo and banish 1 to clear the blocker. Right, our turn. We're going to set down a card, summon the Skilled Dark Magician, flip over the Millennium Golem, and banish 1, banish 2, banish 3. We feel like we're 25. Bazoo with your mighty attack can finally get over Tobias' new tribute set monster, get rid of the Millennium Golem, and then we're going to strike on in for 4,900 here. Right. I don't really see anything that Tobias can do with 1 turn left, and that is the game. Get at.
For our first progression deck, I'm bringing back the swarms.
We will step aside. This is the true Bug Earth hybrid.
Yeah, it's a hybrid.
We're playing Bazoo. We're playing Berserk Gorilla. We got the Exiled. We got the Giant Rats. We got Gigantes. We got the Howling Insects. We got the Jinmi Joe. We got Mobius. We got Pinch Hopper, Sangan, Swarm of Locusts, and Swarm of Scouts, and of course, Insect Knight and the Metal Armored Bug. Welcome to random cards I found at the bottom of a well. Yeah, the strategy here is just Earth Go Bunga Unga, plus some insect synergies, plus the swarms for no real reason. We wanted to bring them back. We're kind of leaving the DM era behind us, and so we wanted to give a little sort of tally-ho to some of our favourite cards of the era. Sadly though, we're not packing the Deslakuda. I don't know why I didn't squeeze that guy in.
No, bad dog, bad dog.
For the spells, we've got triple Guard Power, double My Body, double No Amount of Extermination. Now we actually have a copy of this card that's kind of worth running as decent trap removal. We've got the Pot of Greed, we've got the 1 Premature, and we've got the 1 Terraforming to search the Guard Power. For the traps, we've got double Phoenix Wing Windblast, 1 Ring of Destruction, 1 Seven Tools, and double Threatening Roar just to enable our swarms to survive. Right, let's hop on over into the game and see how we do. Looking at our opening hand, we look like we're just playing a straight up Metal Raiders deck, except for the traps. We've got such old classic monsters. And when Tobias is shining down with the Pot of Greed, it really does take us back to those first couple of episodes. Tobias is going to go for 1. Set down the Luminous Spark and go for the Homunculus. This guy is gigantic. Never fear, our Gaia Power is here to make that Luminous Spark disappear. We're going to go for the Giant Rat, boosting the Nora up to 1900. And this big boy can easily chomp over Homunculus. What? But the Michizoi is going to come down and be a pretty nice out to the Giant Rat. We don't get a float, but we do take down the Homunculus as we die. Right, pass on over. Tobias' turn. He's going to set 1, go for the Terraforming. Our Gaia Power is not long for the world. Luminous Spark is going to get fired off. Gaia Power goes, and down comes the Shining Angel. This is like Recruiter Turbo Land here. Shining Angel is going to deal in a whopping 1900 damage. Oh, my life points are getting courted by the minute. We're going to draw. Premature Burial is not bad. Probably not the best when we've only got the rat as a target, but later on, this card is going to be huge in this game. I can guarantee it. Right, we're going to set down the rat, pass the turn. Tobias is going to go for the Unhappy Girl. You're not still on this. There are better lights. Where's Thunder Nyan Yan? Why is that not in your deck? There are better light monsters than that card. Right, we're going to lose the rat. We're going to float into the Howling Insect, which amazingly Unhappy Girl cannot get over. Our turn. We're going to draw the Swarm of Scamps. Not bad here, but we're just going to go for the Tribute for the Jimmy Joe. Put Tobias' back row on ice and clear out the Shining Angel. Tobias is going to use the Shining Angel, float into his middle Shining Angel. And with that, we can pass the turn. Tobias just sets and passes. We have drawn the Insect Knight. We're going to set down the Swarm of Scabs and just punch on over Tobias' second Angel. With this, Tobias is going to grab his third one. Oh, he's not here. Do you only have 2? Okay, he's going to grab another Unhappy Girl. Cool. And we're going to end the turn. Tobias is go. Sets down 1 more back row, passes the turn. We're going to draw the Berserk Gorilla. We're going to flip over the scallops, take out 1 of the Unhappy Girl. Tobias, I can guarantee, was not expecting that. And then we're going to go, set it down, summon the Insect Knight, and pass.
Hammer time.
Tobias is going to go for the Hammer Shot. Jinzo be dead. And he's just going to try and attack, but we're going to threatening roar, just so we can flip our scallops, proactivate out the girl.
You out, little girl!
Alright, Tobias is going to Michizoi the Scallops as we kill the Unhappy Girl. And then we're going to go for the Gaia Power plus the Berserk Gorilla. And with the Insect Knight, this is going to be a lot of damage. Ring of Destruction is going to come down. And we're going to lose our Berserk Gorilla, both taking 2,000. As Tobias then takes a further 2,400 from the Insect Knight. Right, Tobias is going to set 1 card. Call of the Haunted. Okay, I was like, this game is already out of Tobias' hands. But maybe not. Homunculus comes back to the hand, and then Raigeki Break discarding the Chaos Sorcerer to pop the Insect Knight. Alright, we're going to take 2,300 from the Homunculus becoming Earth, and Tobias is going to pass the turn. Thankfully, we do have our secret weapon in the Premature Burial, but first we're going to go for the Blast, discarding the Gaia Power to put Tobias' Dust Tornado on the top of his deck. He's going to fire it off, pop the Gaia Power. Right, we're going to go for the Premature Burial here, then bring back the Jimmy Joe, and with this we can clear out the Homunculus. Tobias now drawing 1 card. It's got to be a good one. And it's not. Jim Joe took us over the line. Now, honestly, I can't really say that my deck actually did much proactively there. It was just really Jinzo and getting the Swarm off once. Pretty different opening hand. Down comes Zombira, plus a couple of Packro. We can deal with that. We're going to go for the Nobleman of Extermination. Try and take out one of Tobias' back row before we commit anything. Trap Hole goes, and thankfully I'm not playing any of that. If Tobias has any in his deck, they all get banished. One more goes out the way. We're going to set down our Wing Blast, and we're just going to set down the Howling Insect to recruit on into one of our big swarms. I'm going to pass the turn. Plus, I'm going to go for the Unhappy Girl. Zombira's going to clear Howling Insect, and with that, we're going to grab the Pinch Hopper.
I wonder what buggy boy I might have in my hand, Tobias. I'm gonna go for the Pot of Greed to see if I can draw even more of my insects. Now, I will go Insect Knight.
Oh.
Never fear though, Pinch Hopper, attack into the Zombira. Ah, I'll take 900 life points, but you'll be taking a whole lot more when I summon my little armored bug. Bug, attack his weakened Zombira.
Not a good idea to do that voice. Tobias is going to take 1100, but he's going to mitches away the bug out of here. Terraform is going to come down, and the Luminous Spark will be searched. Tobias is going to fire that off, and we're going to take a whopping 900 here. We're just going to set down the Howling Insect, pass the turn. Tobias is going to attack in just to take the 400 damage. Cool. My turn. Jinjo is pretty perfect here, but we just want to establish some better bodies with our floaters before we commit to the Jin, so we don't really need to apply any offensive pressure just yet. We're also going to go for the Witch, giant attack into the Giant Rat, take 350 damage. We're going to set down the Scallops, pass the turn. Down goes the Witch for the Parshath. Okay, we're going to go for the Threatening Roar, just negate Tobias' ability to attack, because then we've got the handy dandy swarm of Scallops to punch over next turn. Our turn, we're going to flip over the Scallops, get the Par Knight out of here. Then we're going to set down the Locust, pass the turn. Tobias is going to go for the Premature Burial. That is very annoying. Grabs back the Parsath. Then summons the Shiny Angel. We're going to go for the Wing Blast here. Bounce the Parsath by getting rid of the Bazoo. And Tobias is going to clean out our two swarms with his attacks. We know he's got the Chaos Stalk in hand, and he doesn't have any lights in the graveyard. Hilarious. Alright, okay, we're going to draw. I think at this point we probably have to start trying to out Tobias' board. Apparently not. Tobias is going to go for the Raigeki Break, discard the Terraforming, get rid of our Threatening Roar. We're just going to fire it off, so we take no attacks this turn. Uh-oh, down comes the Air Knight Parsath. And the Chaos Stalk. Chaos Stalk is going to banish the Giant Rat. It's our turn. We're going to go Gaia Power.
Now I summon my rarest monster to the field, Jinzo!
Here, the only target we have to get rid of really is the Chaos Sorcerer, because now that the Air Knight Parsath is gimped again, our monster's easily able to out it. Tobias' turn. He draws the... There's no way you're still on this. Why are you playing Injection Fairy Lily in a Chaos deck, Tobias?
So I win.
I mean, it's going to win you this game, but the question remains... Oh my god, okay, I'm going to take 1,000 from that, and then... Am I just dead? I'm just dead! What a rip off the top. Right, we're going to go for the Howling Insect plus the Gaia Power. Tobias is going to go for Terraforming, grab himself the Luminous Spark. We're going to get rid of our Gaia Power here. Down comes the Shining Angel, and that's going to be able to easily out the Howling Insect. Insect will grab us the Scallops, so we can set that down and flip it up on our turn. We're going to do that, get rid of the Shining Angel, summon down another Howling Insect. We're going to get my body to protect it from the Trap Hole, banish for the Gigantes, and deal a lot of damage here to Tobias. Pass the turn. Tobias is going to go for the Hammer Shot, gets rid of the Gigantes out easily. Unhappy Girl is able to take down the Swarm of Scallops. We're going to go for the Pinch Hopper. We're going to hit on over, and then deal a nice 1300 with the Howling Insect. We don't really care that our guys can't attack. Howling Insect floats one into another. We're going to summon the Mobius. Mobius is going to out Tobias' back row. And now, Tobias, the game is over. Once the Mobius summons on the field, now you can never battle again. Mobius is winning. You can grab that Parsath, it's not going to matter. Summon Chaos Sorcerer, that's going to matter. When you out Mobius now, my happiness has faded. I'll summon the Shroom Scouts with the final howling insect, flip it over, pop the Scale Sorcerer. Now Tabas is going to go for the pass staff to be able to start digging some serious damage in while drawing. Our turn we draw the Gaia Power, and with that we are out of the game. Oh, I looked strong with the Mobius there, but all things must come to an end. But not this episode, am I right? We've got loads more progression decks, lol. Okay, so this is probably my more bonkers list. This is Fusion Turbo. Now, you might be thinking, that's a lot of Chaos Monsters at the top of the deck. Why? Well,
I want to win.
But our main win con, either the Last Warrior, Sandwich, Master of Oz, or Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. All of these cards we can actually make with this build, and it is still a pretty competent Chaos list in and of itself. So, as I said, we've got the triple Chaos dudes, but the glue that holds this deck together is King of the Swamp. We can discard it to search out a polymerization, or if we have it on the hand or field, we can use it as a substitute for one of the named monsters on our fusions. So, for example, since we're playing the Des Kangaroo, we can use Des Kangaroo and King of the Swamp to make the Master of Oz. We can use King of the Swamp and Sangan to make the Sandwich. We can use Zombira and King of the Swamp to make Last Warrior. Or we can use a Thunder Dragon and King of the Swamp to make the Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon.
I'm, flexible.
That is the core goal of this deck. We've got triple Des Kangaroo.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years, rocking my peers and putting suckers in fear.
Now this card is a dark, and that makes it a lot better than Big Koala. We've got triple Mystic Tomato, which plays double duty here, both in being a search target for Sangan or for Des Kangaroo to enable us to get into some of our fusions. We've got triple Thunder Dragon, just a good way to get lights into the graveyard, and if we end by keeping the last two in hand, we can fuse them away to make the Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon. And then we've got the triple Zombira, just a solid dark monster, who of course makes our Last Warrior. We've got triple My Body, because this deck is running these big fusion monsters. We are quite fragile to destruction effects, so we're playing this to be able to protect ourselves against them. Double No Man of Extermination, just another way of clearing out Tabas's back row. One painful choice to dump as many light and darks as possible. Triple Poly, one Pot, one Premature Burial, and one Scapegoat. For the traps, we've got double Phoenix Wing Moonblast, triple Wetlet Squeed to enable us to draw into our cards quicker so that we can find our required fusion materials, one Seven Tools, double Threatening War, and the Royal Decree. In the side, we've just got a whole bunch more kind of standard vanilla chaosy stuff. Alright, let's see how this goes. Hopefully I can bring out some big fusions. Right, we're going to discard the Thunder Dragons right off the bat, grab both. We're going to set down the Sangan, set down 2. We could make our Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon, but I don't really want to just do that turn 1. I want to see what Tabas is cooking with first. Tabas is going to go for a simple set, pass a turn. We're going to draw the Zombira. We're going to go for the Nobleman though, try and clear out Tabas's back row. It's the trap hole. Seems to be the routine strategy at the moment. Oh, this time we sniped 2 more from the deck. We're going to go for the Wetlet Greed. Oh, not quite what we need. We're going to tribute the Sangan though. Oh my god, this is crazy. We're going to tribute the Sangan for the Thunder Dragon, and Tobias, get ready to be wrecked by that uppercut from down under. We're going to grab the King of the Swamp. And now, ladies and gentlemen, making his Seal of Prog-richalcos debut in the red corner. Oh. All of that, and we actually summoned the last one. I thought we were going for the Master of Oz. I'm editor, leave all that in because it makes me look like a complete clown when we actually summon the last warrior instead. Anyway, last warrior is pretty crazy. Destroys our Thunder Dragon. Now Tabas cannot summon monsters, and we're going to hope that this is enough. We're going to out his witch. Tabas can grab a monster. He can't play it though. And we're going to pass the turn. Now we do know Tabas runs Hammer Shot, so that is a concern. He's going to set a card. We're going to go for the Wing Blast, get rid of the Thunder Dragon, put it back to the top of his deck. We're not drawing because of the Wetlet Greed, and we're going to punch on him for 2350. Tabas sets a card, passes, our turn. Our final skips draw phase, and then we're going to punch on him for another 2350. This looks like a slam dunk. Tabas sets a card, passes, our turn, we draw. Doesn't matter. Last warrior, keep on punching, man. God, Tabas is nearly dead. Is this it? Is this how easy Yu-Gi-Oh is? Last warrior. No outs! This card is insane! Alright, game 2, Tabas is going to go for the Berserk Gorilla. We're going to go for the Nobleman. Without fail, we hit that trap hole every single time. Banish all the trap holes from the deck. We'll go Pot of Greed, grabs ourselves the My Body and the Premature. Thankfully, our Zombira is just big enough to be able to hit over the Berserk Gorilla. And Tabas is going to take 100. We're going to set down our 3 back row. Gemini Elf is going to come down, clear them out. We're going to do the Thunder Dragon Shuffle here. Discard 1, grab 2. Discard King of the Swamp to fetch Polymerization. And we're going to go for it. No fear. Bring out the Thunder Dragon. 2800 attack is sizable. I don't foresee Tabas being able to out this anytime soon with monsters at least. And as long as we've got the My Body both set and in the hand, we seem pretty safe against Tabas' Destruction. We are not safe against Injection Fairy Lily though. That is a very annoying card. It's going to come down. We're going to Wing Blast it, discarding the My Body, putting it back to the top of the deck. And then we're going to go Royal Decree in the end phase, shutting off Tabas' back row. Now we've got the Twin-Headed Thunder Dragon and the Sangan and the Premature Burial, paying 800, bringing back Thunder Dragon. And this, Tobias, if my maths is correct, is lethal, baby. Right, now, if we can win with either Sandwich or Master of Oz, that would sort of complete the trinity of this deck. Alright, gonna go for the Pot of Greed. Tabas is gonna set 1 Gaia Power plus the Injection Fairy Lily. I ain't worried. We're gonna go for the No Mana Extermination. If this hits into the trap, okay, so Mitch is away for once. I'm gonna do the Thunder Dragon Shuffle. We don't actually have access to anything like good, so we're just gonna set the Zombira, set 1 back row. We are gonna lose heavily to the Injection Fairy Lily here. We're gonna go for the Threatening Roar, Ice Out Return. Pot of Greed draws us 2. We're still no closer to our goals. We're gonna go for the first Reckless Greed. We're gonna summon the Chaos Sorcerer. It's gonna get banished to the bottomless. We've got 1 Des Kangaroo, and we are Des not quite dead because we've got the Phoenix Wing Wind Blast to put back the Injection Fairy Lily. We're gonna go for the Reckless Greed. Draw 2 more. Polly for the Master of Oz, the big koala from down under. You know him, you love him. Bah, 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 bah. Oh, it's so Jova Tobias. You have no idea. When we can then banish the Light and Dark for the BLS. You thought this koala punching you in the face was the biggest of your worries? Well, hey mate, now you gotta worry about this dude. We're gonna punch on in. Master of Oz, flaming uppercut now. Boom. Take you out there, Mazy John, alright? You're gonna summon the Harper Hammerhead. We're gonna go for the BLS, attack into the Giant Rat. Tabas is gonna float on into a second Giant Hammerhead. We're just gonna pass the turn. I mean, if Tabas wants to attack one of my monsters and lose the duel, go right ahead.
Stop. Hammer time.
Oh no, the hammer shot. Master of Oz.
Screws.
He's gone. He's gone. Down comes Gyakugire Panda. Boosted up to 900. He's going to go for the Hyper Hammerhead in, putting himself down to 1100. And then we are going to lose though. So I guess it was Jova for me. Well, apparently there's another game with this fusion deck. Let's see how we do. Now we're going to go for the Mr. Tomato and the Scapegoat set down. Tabas is going to go for the Berserk Gorilla with the Gaia Power. We're going to float 1 Mr. Tomato into the middle one. And then we're going to draw into the Thunder Dragon. We're going to go for the No Mana Extermination. Get rid of 3 bottomlesses. Then we're going to go Thunder Dragon. Grab 1. Grab 2. And we're going to Poly. Turn him into our nice Thunder Dragon twin-headed. And be able to out Tabas' Berserk Gorilla. And deal a nice 1400 with the Mystic Tomato. We're going to go for the Royal Decree. Protecting our twin-headed. Are not unable to protect from the hammer shot, and both our tomatoes are going to eat it themselves. Tomato into Witch, and we thankfully actually have the advantage now. We're going to go for the Zombira. Tabas is going to use the Tabas is going to grab the Injection Fairy Lily. We are going to put him low enough to the point where 2 lilies is not good enough. Oh, he's going to grab the Gemini Elf instead, so we're going to do a little bit of rectification here. So Zombira is dead, and now it's our turn. Now it's Tabas' turn, and he's drawn the insect. We're going to use 1 Mystic Tomato for the Sangan. Sangan is going to die to the Insect Knight, and with Sangan, we are going to grab a second King of the Swamp. Were you ready? Are you ready, Tobias? Because here he comes for his return match. The Master of Oz. So popular the first time, he's making a comeback. Bam! How you like me now? Coming in clutch to beat that elf. Tobias is lost and the worm is us. Well done, the Master of Oz. Our next deck is built around two very important cards we only just got access to in the tournament packs. Soul Exchange and Last Will. Now these two cards enable Monarchs in a way we've not seen yet. Sure, I've played Mobius in a lot of decks and Jinzo as well, and even the Thestalos has made an appearance in some of my recruiter lists. But here we actually have the ability to proactively make our Monarchs using Tobias's monsters, as well as them being able to use Last Will to float into anything from our deck, basically. That is unparalleled. And to that end, we have cards like Donzaluk and Exiled Force that can be brought out of Last Will very easily to either out Tobias's remaining threats or deal with cards in his hand, and they're also pretty good cards to pull off of either the Mystic Tomato or the Giant Rat, which we're running 3 of each. We've got double Grand Marg, 1 Jinzo, 1 Mobius, and the 1 Thestalos as our big tribute targets, and then we are playing the Spy package with triple Spy and 1 Guard. Finally, obviously, we're playing the Sangan as our monsters. For spells, we're playing a lot. Double Book of Moon, 1 card of Safe Return, because we are playing a good few revival cards here in Premature Burial and the Shallow Grave. We've got triple Creature Swap, 1 Last Will, double My Body, 1 Pot of Greed, Premature, Scapegoat, double Soul Exchange, 1 Shallow Grave, and the Upstart. For the traps, we're playing double Phoenix Wing Windblast, 1 Ring of Destruction, 1 Seven Tools, and double Torrential. In the side, we've just got a whole bunch of random just tech cards for whatever nonsense Tobias might have cooked up. Right, let's head on into the match and see how we do.
You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
I was going to say I felt bad for beating you with Master of Oz a second ago, but if you're going to go back to the Yumi Ruka, I don't feel bad at all. We're going to go for the Pot of Greed. We're going to summon the Giant Rat. We're going to Creature Swap. Oh, devilish. And we're going to kill our Giant Rat and use Giant Rat to grab another Ratty Boy. And Ratman, hit on in. Why didn't you take the damage?
I didn't want to.
Okay, Hammer Shot's going to come down, clear the Galio. We're just going to go for the Donzaluk here. And we're going to start the Hand Ripping Train. Which is going to go down? Mitch Azores, though, is going to clean out the Zaluk. Fair enough. Not going to get value out of the Don. Damn it, man. I want to get this guy to pop off. Right, Tobias is going to grab a card, see something my Donaldson is going to come down, and we're going to lose our Rat for the Exiled Force. Our turn, we're just going to go for the Force, get rid of the Sea Serpent, and now we can go for our Mystic Tomato, set down the Torrential as well as more insurance, and punch on in for 14. Tobias' turn. Down comes the Fairy Lily. That's fine, you can pay 2,000, we'll take the 2,000 trade here. Summon down the Sangan. Pass the turn. We're going to go... Ooh, card save return is pretty nice here. We're going to go for the Thestalos though. Roll. Take a look at your hand. Get rid of this card. Ooh, Terraforming. Sure. Then we're going to go grab our Spy with the Sangan. And we're going to pass. Sea Serpent comes down. He's boosted up to 23. Ooh, the Lightning Vortex. That's kind of crazy. Thankfully, we do have our Scapegoat token, so we're going to summon 4 and end with 2 of them. We're going to draw the last will. We're going to go for the card of Safe Return, file for the Shallow Grave here. I'm going to summon back my Sangan, and Tobias is going to summon back his Sea Serpent. We're going to draw 1 from the card of Safe Return, as well as being able to trigger the Torrential to blow up the entire board, netting our search of Mystic Tomato with the Sangan. Then we're going to go for the last will, bring out the Mystic Tomato from the deck, summon down 1 Mystic Tomato, and that is, I've got to say, that has got to be like one of the cleanest dismantles of a situation I've ever seen myself do. I am like so happy with the way that turned out.
Proud of yourself?
Definitely. Right, we're going to set down the My Body, pass the turn. Tobias is going to, ooh, banish. He does have the Aqua Spirit, which actually does clear our tomatoes. And we actually do not have an out to that currently. It's kind of annoying. Tabas is going to turn my sideways. We're going to set down a card, pass a turn. Tabas is going to clean out the spy. Spy is going to float on into another spy. Ah, there we go, there's the out. Jinzo comes down, and the game is now over. Umiwuka. Again. Alright, we're just going to go for the upstart. Summon down the spy, set the my body, pass a turn. Passes go. Pot of Greed, sure, draw 2 more. Summon down another 1800, why not, sure. I'm going to lose the spy here, lose the second spy. Our turn. Phoenix Wing Blast is kind of funny, but not too useful at the moment. We're going to set down the Mystic Tomato. Homunculus comes out. I cannot believe you're playing Homunculus. We're going to go through all our tomatoes here, and end on your boy Sangan. In the end phase, we're going to go Phoenix Wing Moonblast, discarding the Grand Mark, putting Tabas's back row on the top of his deck. We're going to tribute for the Jimjo. Sangan's going to grab us to Donzalug. Down goes the Homunculus. We're going to set 1, pass a turn. Tabas is going to set 1, pass. Oh, last will goes crazy with the Exoforce. Okay, we're going to summon Exoforce, tribute it off. Then we're going to last will into the rat. In battle, Jinzo's going to clean out the Sea Serpent. And then Giant Rat is going to dismantle the Tomato. Tabas is going to grab himself a Witch of the Black Forest with Tomato. And then summon another Sea Serpent. We're going to lose Giant Rat here. And with Giant Rat, we can float on into our middle rat. Whoa, Donzalug comes out in force.
Just what I wanted. The one and only Donzalug.
We're going to go Jinzo. Attack the Sea Serpent. Giant Rat, attack his Witch. Now Donzalug, you can do your job, man. Take out Tabas's hand.
Double blast attack.
Come on, American Sniper. Bam.
And then one card in your hand is destroyed.
Oh, okay, only hit the Zombira. Still, that's a pretty good card to get rid of. Tabas is going to go for the Injustice Family. We thankfully have the Book of Moon to set it back down a turn. And I think that pretty much guarantees the game. Ooh, not with the Premature Burial, okay. Tabas is going to grab back a Sea Serpent with that. And we are going to lose the Donzalug. We're going to go for the Pot of Greed. Might as well since it's smiling on us. Tribute the Giant Rat, summon the Grand Mark, just try and pop one into Tabas's back row. Not that you can actually use it at the moment. We're going to set down our trap, and with these guys, we can just clean out Tabas's monsters, and this should hopefully be game. Yeah, Zombio comes down, nothing could be done. We're going to go Premature Burial, grab at the Don.
Come back, Don.
Clean out Zombira, clear Tabas's hand, and that is game Jova. And that is the episode. I've got to say, Tabas, I think even though I love the fact that you're diversifying and playing different decks, it does seem that my win ratio is going up the more decks you try and juggle. Next episode, we will be opening Duelist Pack Yugi and Kaiba for our first sealed set, and then we're moving into GX with the Lost Millennium. Alright, thank you for watching. Please do subscribe. My voice is dead. Bye bye.